Hey folks, I just want to run through this IRB application with you. I have created this template to allow you to complete the application fairly easily. I've done a lot of the work for you, but I want to run through it so that you know some of the pieces that you have to put together. All right, so if you're looking here at the first page, I've already filled in some of the information. You need to put your names here in the principal investigator line, and I would say the email that you provide would be the one for the research method student. All right, so if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see that I've already gone through the flow chart to determine what level of review these should be, and they all should be exempt, which just means that they don't have to go through a full board review where everyone on the board goes through your application and they come together and meet and discuss it. So that should be taken care of. Here you've got some signatures to do. Again, the primary investigator should sign that. That should be the research method student. And then when you finish this, you send it to me and I'll sign it and forward it on to the IRB. All right, the first part is the purpose of the study. I've already filled that out for you. Anytime in any of these paragraphs throughout you see population in parentheses, you should change that to whatever population it is that you're studying. So the purpose of this study is to determine specific mental health, social support, or career-related needs of whatever your population is living in the North Georgia area. You see that twice here in this paragraph. All right, we scroll down. There's the research question. It's really just one. What specific community resource is missing to enhance the day-to-day functioning of blah, blah, blah. So that's, again, you're changing that to whatever your population is. All right, under participants, I've just put in an example of an IRB that I've gotten approved. This has nothing to do with yours, but it just is an example to show you what you need to put in there. You can just change the wording to whatever population it is that you are trying to study. If you need help with this, let me know. I don't know that there are any particular inclusion or exclusion criteria, but you'll need to be specific if there are. So you obviously want folks who are experiencing the issue that you're trying to study, so that would be an inclusion criteria for sure. Vulnerable populations, I'm trying to steer you away from some of those as much as possible. I know they're obviously important, but in terms of this class project and in terms of the IRB application and trying to get that under the exempt status, I'm hoping that none of you are looking at this particular population. But if you are or you're close, just let me know. But I've put no for all of those. All right, the procedures, I've written it out for you. This should be fine for what all of you are doing. So again, just look for places where you need to plug in the population or the issue that the population is dealing with. I think there are a couple in here, so just be looking for that to change that for your particular group. All right, here's how you will be sampling, which is also actually in the procedures. So there is some redundancy at different times throughout this application. All right, risks and benefits section. No one's receiving any compensation for participating in the study. There are some perceived particular benefits, potential benefits, because you will be presenting your findings to potential stakeholders, those who might actually be in a position to offer some support and actually creating some programs if they decide that they want to. So that is a particular benefit. Risks, again, you have to put this, and it's also in your consent form, which you can look at later. It's possible that when you interview people and ask them about their experiences, that it might spark some anxious or depressed moods for the participants. And so it's going to be important for you to have contact information for our counseling clinic. If someone really gets very upset about what it is that you're talking about and you feel like maybe they need some help, you can provide them with contact information. That's all that you would need to do, hopefully. So, okay. Then it talks about how you're going to protect confidentiality. You should probably record these sessions, and so I've put that throughout your IRBs and as part of your consent form. And that way you will be able to have all the data and you'll be able to transcribe the interview word for word so that you don't miss anything that is key from the stories of your participants. So anyway, here's some information about how you're protecting those things. All right, we can scroll through a lot of these others. Some more things to look at in terms of data collection and how you maintain the data. And so just go through and make sure that it's clear to you. There's more on confidentiality. Again, there's some redundancy in terms of what you have to put in these things, but this is in place to protect participants. Okay, informed consent. We're going to go over that in another screencast. But all of these pieces are in the informed consent that I have created a template for you as well, and we'll go through that in another screencast. All right. I think that's it. If you have any other questions about this, just let me know.